I'm Riley Holman alongside Matt Moreno, and we're here at Arizona Stadium after the Wildcats just defeated the Texas Tech Red Raiders for the first time in 30 years. Now, what does this big win mean for the Arizona Wildcats, and also what is this type of potential moving forward into conference play?
It's a huge win. I mean, this was the game that we kind of built up, I think, in our videos earlier in the week, and I think for people just even before this season started, built this up as the game that could be the turning point for this team. What did they come out and do? Do everything that we said they wouldn't and get the win, but do it by using their defense. I mean, it wasn't the offense that got the job done tonight. It was the defense, and they have to be commended for all the criticisms they've taken, for all the criticism that Marcel Yates has taken, people calling for his job. They came out here and performed. I didn't think that Texas Tech was going to be as good as advertised and as good as people think. They haven't played anybody up until this point. I didn't know they were going to look like that, and Arizona deserves some of the credit for making them look like that. And I think moving forward, this is going to be a confidence builder, but you have to back it up. We've seen moments like this before with Arizona football where they get a big win. You say, okay, this is going to be that turning point for this team, and they're going to start to turn things around and head on the uptick. But as Kevin Sumlin said, they have to do basically opposite of what they did a couple weeks ago after the Hawaii game. So I think for Arizona, it's a good confidence builder. It kind of answered a lot of questions about this team that we've had. Now they have to do it again, and I think that's going to be the important part. But I think in terms of the grand scheme, this is an important game that Arizona needed to have. I think they just needed to not lose it more than they needed to win it, but now that they have won it, it's something to build on, and now it's about continuing to build this process.
And Khalil Tate had an impressive showing in tonight's game. He had an 84-yard touchdown rush, and he also became the first quarterback in Arizona's program history to reach over 2,000 rushing yards. Now, is this the Khalil that everyone was expecting to shine in a game like tonight?
Yeah, I tweeted about it. I had to kind of scratch my eyes and go, hey, are we in 2017? What's going on here? Because, I mean, that looked like the Khalil Tate that everyone saw a couple years ago on this field, running all over teams. And I think when you saw him reach the end zone, I thought that was a couple years of frustration coming out. He stomped on the ground, and we remember seeing that a lot in that 2017 season when he was able to run and get into the end zone. And, he broke through. You could see when he had that little moment where he said, okay, he's gone. And he just starts blowing by defenders. And then he gets the end zone, stomps in the end zone. You could see, I think that was one of those moments where he said, finally, I did what I wanted to do. And the issue with that is now we know it's in him again, and now it's going to be expected. And Kevin Sumlin even mentioned in the press conference how much that one run he thought changed the game for Arizona, not because of momentum or anything like that, but he thought it got into Texas Tech's head a little bit more, and they started changing things that they were doing defensively, and it made it easier for Arizona to do what they wanted to do. So it did change the game. That's why it's so important for him to run the ball like that. And to see him kind of have that moment, I think it's a good thing for him in his senior year and show, hey, I'm still that guy that everybody grew to love.
So Arizona's defense has been a heavy topic of discussion over the last few weeks, and Lorenzo Burns, he came up with big interception, and he also broke up several key passes. How would you rate Arizona's defensive performance tonight?
I thought it was good. I like that you point out Lorenzo Burns because I thought for him that was maybe the best we've seen him play. We talked about, and I know you talked about before the game, Jace Whitaker, and I thought he was going to be a key player in this game, but Lorenzo Burns really stepped up. TJ Vasher, it's no easy task for a defensive back when you're going up against a guy who's 6'6" and can do the things that we saw him do tonight. They were able to keep him out of the end zone. He got close a couple times, but Lorenzo Burns, I mean, he had some amazing plays, and he played, like someone who's ready to take things to a new level, and I thought that was a big part of what happened tonight defensively. But overall, I just think everybody kind of got in the mix, and to me, that type of performance, again, going back to what we said about Khalil Tate, now you know that that's in them. Now there's going to be some expectations, and you know they can play to that level, and that's going to be the challenge for them moving forward is can you now do it again and continue to do it as you move forward this season. But overall, that's what we've been looking for from this defense, and they were able to kind of put it together. And as Khalil Tate said, he gave a lot of other people credit. He said, the defense did their part, offensive line did their part, and I think tonight it was one of those overall team wins that everybody can be happy about, and I think that's a good thing for Arizona.
And now Arizona, they're heading into their second bye week of the season this week before they host UCLA for their first Pac-12 opener in 2 weeks. And be sure you're sticking with us all throughout these upcoming weeks as we bring you more coverage and updates. We got the matching polka dots today. We're actually coordinated. So stick with us. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Riley Holman alongside Matt Moreno. We'll see you guys next time.